Hey everyone, this is Paula and this is Angela Zenon, my customer and now friend. And we're going to do a little live video. Sorry, I was pointing at the yearbooks before. This is my first time doing this live with myself. And anyway, we're going to have a little conversation on what a consultation looks like. So I'm just going to do a quick little introduction of why I started doing a consultations. Is I have a lot of customers that want to DIY things themselves. And I used to have friends, family, or whatever, and just say, hey, can you just stop over and help me out with something? And the stopping over started kind of interfering with, my jobs and whatever. And I was super stressed out. So my husband's like, gosh, you need to come up with a payment on this or something because it's fun for me, but I also have to make a living. So anyway, it's been really fun for me because there's so many people that want to hire me, but not really sure what I do and what all includes and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of wanted Angela to talk a little bit about why she called me, what she was, she was nervous or, kind of what all she got out of it. So first of all, Angela, were you nervous calling me or kind of how did it transpire into that?
Well, yes, I was a little nervous calling. My friend Mike Brown, he and I spoke quite a few times about, I didn't know what to do with painting the exterior of the house. I didn't know what to do with the interior of the house. All the opinions that I've gotten from other friends just never matched and didn't make sense to me. And he recommended calling you. And I bit the bullet one day and just said, I'm calling. And we made an appointment and met.
Yeah. So then I remember when I walked up, your first thing was your front door and your garage. That was a big thing
and
for
shutters,
her. Yeah,
yes,
and shutters.
yes.
And I immediately, picked out a paint color, and she was amazed at how fast I picked it out. And the reason why I can do it so fast is because I've had hours and hours of training, and plus I've been doing this probably 25 years, I think. I've been working in the construction business for 25 years and probably like the last 15 in the design part of it. So all those mistakes that like maybe you as a DIYer or like Angela would have made, or just spinning your wheels and coming home with those little paint chips and stuff that you're spinning your wheels about, I've done all those mistakes and I've had all the time and all the training. And so I was able to pick it out in a couple minutes. And sometimes I know people will think, gosh, why do you charge that much? Because it only took you a couple minutes. But like you said.
No, I could tell immediately when you walked up the doorway and I told you what I needed done. You had your bag with you full of paint sheets and things like this. And I knew immediately that you had experience. I could tell you're being professional. And what I really liked was that you knew exactly what to do. You threw out a couple of options for me, but I don't have any vision at all when it comes to color and what goes with what. And you walked right up and hit it out of the park.
And I think I remember even a lot of times my one little trick is showing what bad examples are. I think that's one of the things I did for you. Sometimes people think, oh gosh, I really want my front door to be green, or I really love blue, but with my big paint samples, it's super easy for me to show customers like Angela don't have a vision, like, oh my gosh, that's
right.
why I can't use that color.
Well, every color that I thought of, you were like, no, maybe you showed me why it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And when you showed me how it wouldn't work, it made total sense. And then when you showed me the colors that did work, it was like a light bulb came on. It was great.
Yeah.
It was just something out of the box that I wouldn't have thought of at all.
And then we went inside, I think, your house. And
Yes.
the one thing that I know that Angela and I think a lot of other people think, well, gosh, using a designer, I can't use a designer because I don't live in a big fancy house, or I don't live in, I think you were a little like, oh, I'm going to come, also that, and then also I was going to come in and change your whole style. And you had things that you wanted to for sure keep, and then some things that you didn't really care about. So then
Right.
Can you tell me about that?
What I liked also is that you wanted me to keep my home a home. And what you really did was just kind of reconfigure things for me. Wedding photos, family photos, books that were important to me. You didn't say, stack those and put those away. I've got another picture for you. It was, no, let's use this here and let's make it work. I tended to hang pictures a little too high, and you immediately noticed that, which was a great thing for me. I didn't know. But you didn't change my house. You just made it more of a home and made it really cozy and warm and inviting. And I've had friends come over and they just can't believe the transformation. And it was simple: paint, curtains, a rug, and you really just changed the entire interior of my living room and my dining room.
Yeah, it feels so much better. The other thing is I think everyone thinks that they have to have it done in one shot. And so what I did, we sat down and we got on Pinterest and started looking at boards and kind of gave her some ideas of general ideas of things that she could go buy. And so then she was my good little student, and everything I told her to go get. And I said, even if you're not really sure, just grab it and bring it, and you can always return it, and and whatever, and the pillows and throws, and we did all that kind of stuff. So then you had me come back.
Right. Mm-hmm. I put everything kind of in a folder. As a teacher, I'm pretty organized, and so I had a folder for curtains, a folder for curtain rods, a folder for throws, and I just picked out maybe 15, 20 that I really liked. And Paula was yes, no, and and I love that, because I just debate and I beat myself up because I can't figure out what's going to go with what. And you came in and we got it all done. It took maybe a couple months, but we got it done,
which is really fast.
Yes.
So clearly, hi Sheila. I've never even said hello to anybody on these before. So hi Sheila.
Cindy Hamill. I know Cindy Hamill. Yes.
I think, okay, I'm going to try to tap to invite viewer to be in your broadcast. That's what it says. Cindy, oops. Nope, I don't know how to do that. So I guess I won't do that. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll work on that and try that out. Now your names are over my face, which is good that I can't see you now.
No.
And then the other thing is obviously if someone wants me to do the whole thing, I could have done that. But, clearly, like Angela was on a budget and she wanted to do some things herself. So, I can kind of go from A to Z. And, and I wanted her to talk about her dining room. The one thing that we weren't going to touch and paint. And what did I say about your dining room?
Well, what was interesting was the one room that I really liked, the dining room. I thought it looked great, and I was really kind of fired up about it. And Paula asked me, she's like, do you like your dining room color? And I said, yeah. And she's like, well, it's, can I say this? Okay. She goes, well, it's just a little sad to me. And I'm like, sad? I've never thought of a room being sad. And but I did want something in my house where there was a pop of color. I told you that, and you said to me, well, if you want to have a pop of color, let's do this. And I'm like, okay. And I trusted her. We changed it from like a chocolate milkshake color brown to this unbelievable blue that I don't know the name of it.
I don't remember.
But it's blue. I have white furniture in the dining room, brown and white curtains, and talk about a pop. And so when people turn the corner and come into the living room and then they look into the dining room, it's like there's a wow factor.
Yeah.
And I like to say that I take credit, but I always reference my friend Paula Ryan.
Well, and she's got a sunny personality too, so that's why I said I wanted to be happy like her.
Yes,
so,
yes. And
I did.
My husband likes to tease me a little bit about it. Is this room sad? Is this room sad? No, all the house is fine now. But yeah, we had a good time with that.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was good.
Yeah. So I think that's all I kind of wanted to say. Oh, hi there. There's hi there, lovely ladies. Paula saves the day. That's funny. Yeah, I helped Cindy in her house too. Actually, I saw some of the stuff that we did in your wedding pictures that you had taken.
With Ellie.
Yeah, with Ellie. I saw her coming down the steps and stuff. I'm like, there's yeah. So anyway, I can't think of anything else. Or can you think of anything else to add? But
no, I just think if you're ever in doubt or you're not for sure, that you're definitely approachable. You know what you're talking about. You're very professional. You're smart. And you've got an eye. Yeah. You really have an eye. And when I see all of your posts on Facebook or Instagram, I just could move into any place that you decorate. I think you're wonderful. I'm glad we've become friends. And I highly recommend Paula Ryan.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Till next time. Bye-bye.